Well, we are about 10 miles or so southwest of downtown Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Chargers. Two former division rivals in the old AFC West, the Seahawks and Chargers, are underway. Taken from about the 12. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. They'll roll him out right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Now that's a dangerous throw right there. Moving off to his right, throwing it all the way back across field to his left. I know he had a lot of confidence in his arm, but sometimes the ball can just hang up there when it goes that distance. He was fortunate it was just incomplete.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
They snap it to Herbert. That's to his running back, complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs.
Let's go now. 70 Timberwolves. 70 Timberwolves.
Now Gino on first down. Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Smith. Being chased out left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Smith. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
He's got his tight end Fant. Touchdown, Seahawks. Noah Fant from 10 yards out. And the Seahawks are on the board first here this afternoon. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Charger drive about to get going. On first down, it's Herbert. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
The throw over the middle taken in. 30. 10. 5. Touchdown, LA. Josh Palmer, 73 yards. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he is out of bounds here on the return. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick.
And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
And Herbert going to slide to a stop, and he has a first down.
It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
Running on first down, Eckler.
Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line.
17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. It's Eckler again. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
Austin Eckler
taking it in from 11 yards out.
And the Chargers have taken the lead.
That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Geno now to throw. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Here's Walker. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Second and goal from inside the 5. Now Geno. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And now what we have here, a 3rd and goal.
Ready. 19, Tiger, 19.
Throwing now is Geno. Flushed out right. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Seahawks are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable second down.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Herbert on third down now. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free. Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. That is caught. It's Williams. Touchdown. Mike Williams. 26 yards as they have taken the lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
But they've certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
18 Cardinal.
On 1st down, Smith. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And the Chargers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 41 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
He'll buy some time right. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. Oh, leaping, and he makes the grab. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Herbert operating from the red zone. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now up to 14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And coming out of the end zone, D. Eskridge. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
He lets it fly for Lockett. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And his throw is incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Noah Fant with a catch on the crossing route. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. To the air again, Smith. And that one drops down, incomplete.
Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Okay, ready?
Third quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's his 2nd and 10.
Smith. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Marquise Goodwin, 28 yards.
And the Seahawks have got it back to within a score.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Charger drive about to get going. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And that's into the hands of Eckler.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Herbert on first down now. That's caught, and it's Eckler again. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Up the middle with Eckler. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw here, Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. Caught by Allen. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. On the tackle that time, Shelby Harris.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's now consecutive 5-yard carries to pick up the first down. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Here we go. He's coming. We got double up. Check 52.
Once more, here's Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter. Now that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that can win the game for us.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time, and that's caught inside the 35. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Here's Smith. Dancing to his left. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Looking left sideline, it's complete. Touchdown, Seahawks. Noah Fant, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. 33 yards that time. Sometimes the one-handed catches are unnecessary, but he was trying to ward off the defender with the other, so maybe that was just a good play.
So that tells you that not only do they imagine those types of catches, they actually work on them with defenders jostling them in order to keep their concentration and haul it in.
Eckler now between the tackles, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
There you go.
Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the 1st.
It's getting cold in here, partner, because it looks like he's trying to ice this one away. Yeah, I know, bad dad joke, but what the heck, right? Scrambling for that 1st after the D blanketed his receivers, that's a backbreaker for the defense. They finish this drive off with 6, and this one could be over.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
73 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it.
Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. This defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the give, this is Eckler, and he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Herbert. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown.
Austin Eckler.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Chargers will add to their 4th quarter lead. On 3rd down and short and everything well executed, he not only gets the first down, Charles, he gets the touchdown as well.
And you see the defense commit to the run so often in these situations. There's always that little bit of hesitancy, isn't there, partner? Thinking that they may play action yet. They took advantage of that hesitancy and found their way into the end zone with a running play.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Here's Moore. He will return it. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. 2nd down now. Smith. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington.
Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Arizona Cardinals and the Seattle Seahawks. Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
Ready, set.
We got 25 the mic. Who that?
Warrior 70.
Smith going to look to throw right away.
Flush to his right. And his first look is incomplete.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
70 Ranger.
Now Smith. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
So 2 incompletions have led him to an early 3rd and 10.
Hurry.
Now Smith. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Smith. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Throwing again is Smith. He lets it fly for Lockett. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted.
And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football.
They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
One more.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Murray going to throw.
And this will be swung out here for counter. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And the slot man goes in motion left.
Connor going to get it again on second down.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Again, it's Connor. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a third and very short.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
And just nowhere to go for Connor. Defense gets to him, and they mark him short.
Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
He's coming. Double up.
They run. It's Williams. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown.
Darrell Williams.
15 yards.
And the Cardinals take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Now Matt Prater for the point after. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Smith on first down.
That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker.
6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some.
Throwing is Smith.
There goes a deep ball, end zone.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, 35 yards.
And the Seahawks are an extra point away from evening this one up. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open to the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there because...
And oh, it'll be intercepted.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Cards are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted, and Remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want...
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That one goes for 36 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run here with Connor. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. And the ball situated at the 9. Second and goal. To throw is Murray. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's third and goal. Murray now to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Prater's kick is good, and they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's first and 10 at the 41. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Check Mike 34. Mike 34.
From the 36, Smith. This is the tight end fan. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Ready? Go.
Now Gino on first down. Flushed out right. And his throw here's incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
The Smith's throw into the hands of Fan. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So third and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Will Dissly, a 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better, and I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for two here. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So now, Charles, 2 touchdowns, 2 tries at 2-point conversions, and both fail.
And you want to say, let's go ahead and run the kicker out there from now on. But the problem is you're chasing points at this stage. So now you got to dial up more 2-point conversions and hope you're successful from here on out.
Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously, such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He's got a man, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. From the gun, Murray rolling to his right. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
36.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hopkins. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 1st down, Murray to Hopkins. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not at
because
all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a 1st down.
56. Watch the screen, watch the screen.
On 1st and 10 is Counter. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Check safety, check safety. Watch the
Big Ace open, Big Ace open.
Murray now.
Rush in, rush in.
Trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Trey Brown. And the Seahawks are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to get with the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here.
Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
The Smiths throw into the hands of Lockett.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick.
And the Cardinals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. A final shot before half for Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. Taken from about the 12. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
On second down, Connor looking for space.
And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. They're going for it. Hits Murray. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Mike 41, Mike 41. Watch the slant.
Straight ahead, Walker. Tackled that time by Myjai Sanders.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10.
And going right back to Walker.
And inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4.
55 rushing yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter.
Three yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set.
A carry here for the big tight end. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Will Dissly, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And they are able to add on to their advantage. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes this a 9-point game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Murray a give. This is Connor. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Connor going to get it again on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
1st down, Murray. And that's caught inside the 30.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. They'll look to run with Connor, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Once again, it's Connor.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
James Conner.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Cardinals have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Prater for the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. A big mistake there. You just got the lead 4th quarter, and now they start at the 40. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 69 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
60 Eagle.
Out of the gun, Walker with it.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Steps away to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
From the gun, it's Walker.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
Here's Walker.
And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game.
On 2nd down, it's Walker.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
We got three, fellas, we got 3. 56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. Time to go, night.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Myers' kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted.
When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
We all just got a heck of a show, partner. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch. Home team finds a way to get it done, a narrow victory.
Yeah, they finished with a flourish, didn't they? Because there were times where each side looked like they were the better team out there, and the outcome was in doubt for much of this game. Every snap seemingly more important than the previous one. Great effort from the guys visiting, but in the end, how about those guys in their home stadium finding a way to win?
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington.
Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New York Giants and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Jones looking to throw right away.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Check three. Check three.
Now Jones. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Yo, 57.
Throwing, Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun, Jones. Now a leaping catch, he's got it.
And the Giants are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Slam. Check 26, check 26.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, a 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Giants get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Dwayne Eskridge elects to bring it out. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step
On first down, it's Smith. Left side complete to Lockett. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares.
Throwing now is Geno. Deep ball for Goodwin. It's caught at the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Marquise Goodwin, 60 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Myers connects on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Switch.
On third down, Barkley. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. They'll run with Barkley. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
In your face.
On 1st and 10, Smith. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. From the 36, Smith going right back to Fant. He'll get it inside the 20. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready, set.
Hey, tight down. There you go. 24.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
Cougar 19. 60 Eagles. Ready, go.
Walker is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down. So stuffed from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
Set.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll run the toss to Walker. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now Smith on 3rd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith.
And the Giants are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. The defense, Charles, they bent a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them at the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Oh, he's got a little daylight.
And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Jones now on 1st and 10, eluding the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley.
And this will be a Giants 1st down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Here we go. Dragon 60, 70
57's Mike.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
On 1st down, Smith. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Straight ahead, Walker.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Geno now to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
Ready?
On 4th down. Smith. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. The 40. The 20. 10. 5. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Smith.
That one taken in by Dwayne Eskridge.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
He hits his target, Lockett. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, Smith.
Pass is caught. It's Metcalf going across the field here.
Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. And oh, it'll be intercepted. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
And the Giants are going to take possession here. It's a touchback. And they'll take over at the 20-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that goes to the goal line. If you throw an interception, it's going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter.
From the end zone, here comes Eskridge. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on second and long.
Back to throw, Smith. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Back in 60.
Single. 24 is the mic.
70 Timberwolves.
24 is the mic.
Smith on third down. Buying time to his left. It's caught. Lockett. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Hey. 4 down.
19 Lion.
24 is the mic. 3 buzz.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Throw out wide to Walker.
He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8.
Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2.
19 tight. 19 tight.
To the air again, Smith. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Here's Smith. Being chased out left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? They give it off here to the tight end. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
18.
4 down. Alert. Check 99.
On the ground with a tight end. No gain on the play that time. So a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
They snap it to Smith. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Marquise Goodwin with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Seahawks have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd.
4th and goal, and they found a way to throw it in the end zone for a touchdown.
And these defenses, they just like 3 downs, get off the field. But here they had to go 4, couldn't get it done.
A lot of the time, you're looking up and saying, okay, if I hold them for 3, at worst, I give up a field goal attempt. When they go for it, sometimes it really affects the defense because maybe they're not mentally prepared to go that 4th down.
And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Come on now.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27.
Looking to throw. Jones.
As this complete to Daniel Bellinger.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. From just shy of midfield, Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, I feel like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets. Going for the deep ball.
And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones.
Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on fourth, but come up empty. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going, and above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
Cup 19. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Watch twist.
From just shy of midfield, Smith. He lets it fly for Lockett. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Aaron Robinson. And the Giants are right back in this football game. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Now Jones throwing to start the drive. Flush to his right.
And Jones will hit the deck here, and he is able to pick up the first down.
That's good for 28 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. It's Barkley on the counter. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll go to Barkley again. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So they'll try to move the ball closer here on 3rd down. A field goal from this spot would be just inside of 60 yards, 59 to be exact. Operating from the gun, Jones. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Giants have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
On the return, it's Eskridge, and he'll bring it out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Smith now to throw.
Looking for Lockett, and he's got him working his way free across the middle.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Smith. Dancing to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion. So I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page.
And that's intercepted yet again. And that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the